Hello, this is Vaishali Gige from SEENTC, and this is my presentation for Data Analytics Lab oral examination. Before we get started, here is an overview of what all things will be covered in this presentation. So the first task is to draw the scatter plot for the given data. The second task is to explain the concept of normalization and the types of normalization. The third question is to explain EDA with the help of examples. And the fourth question is explain the concept of data visualization in Python. So let's get started. The first question is to load the CSV file and display the data and draw the scatter plot for PIQ, VIQ, and FSIQ. Now, in order to perform this task, we'll be using some Python libraries. The first one is Pandas, which is a library for data manipulation and analysis. And second is Matplotlib, which is a plotting library which will help us plot the scatter plot for the given data. Now let's perform this task in Jupyter. Mm, the first step to perform this task is to import all the necessary libraries. So I'm importing Pandas as PD and Matplotlib as PLT. The second task here is to read our data set. So in order to do so, we are using a function called read CSV, which will load the CSV file into the data frame. And in order to print this data frame, we are using a head function. Here in the bracket, you can specify the number of rows you want. I haven't specified anything, so by default, 5 rows will be printed here. Now the third task is to fill the missing spaces. As you can see here, the weight in the second row is missing. So we cannot analyze the data if there is a missing value in the data set. So we have to fill this missing space. And how we do this is by using a fill NA function. Um, and the method we are using here is ffill, which is forward fill. Mm, what happens in forward fill is it will fill the missing space with the previous value. So previous value here is 118, and the missing space will also be filled with 118. So now we have all the values in our data set, and we can draw the scatter plot for the given data. So we are using the scatter matrix function of the pandas library to plot the scatter plot for PIQ, VIQ, and FSIQ. And these are some of the attributes of the plot. C is a function for color. So here we are specifying the color based on gender, and these are different attributes. The GCF function will capture the figure, this figure, and this function is used for adding subtitle. Blue is for male and green is for female, and the size of the text is set to 20. And this show function will show the result. So this is the scatter plot for the given data. So now we are done with the first task. Let us see the second question. The second question is to explain the concept of normalization and types of normalization. So in a data set, we'll have data between having different ranges. So for example, we have a data set having two features, age and income. So age is ranging between 0 to 100, and income is ranging between 0 to 20,000 and higher. So so the we can see in this example, the income is 1,000 times larger than the age. So this two features are in very different ranges. Um, so the income being feature in the larger range, it can influence the result more, though both the features are equally important. This will give us some wrong results. So we need to normalize the data before analyzing it. Um, So we generally use it for data having different scales. Now, types of normalizations. The first type of normalization is min-max normalization. In this technique of data normalization, we use the um, linear transform of the original data. Um, in this, the minimum and maximum value from the original data is taken. So here, v dash is the new value of each entry. V is the original value of each entry, and the minimum. These are the minimum and maximum values of the original data. Now, the second type of normalization technique is Z-score normalization. In this technique, values are normalized based on mean and standard deviation of the data. So V is the new old values of the entry. V dash is the new values. Um, this is the standard deviation. Sigma A is the standard deviation, and A bar is the mean of the data. Now the third type of normalization technique is decimal scaling method. Decimal scaling method. In this technique, we divide each value by maximum value of the data by the maximum value of the data. So the original data values vi will be normalized to a vi dash, and we'll replace each value in the original data set with vi dash. Now, the question three is to explain and perform EDA for univariate and bivariate. So, univariate and bivariate. So, what is EDA? EDA stands for exploratory data analysis. In an exploratory data analysis, it is a method to analyze data and discover different relationships and patterns in the data with the help of usual methods such as graphs and different plots. So there are two types of EDA, exploratory data analysis. The first one is univariate analysis. In univariate analysis, we analyze only one variable. We analyze only one variable. The example of this can be histograms and pie charts. And in the second type is bivariate analysis. In this, so here we analyze the relationship between two variables. The example can be scatter plot. So univariate's example is histogram. Histogram is similar to graphs, bar charts, but in bar charts we have a bar for every value, but in histograms we have a bar for different ranges. And bivariate analysis, example of bivariate analysis, scatter plot. In scatter plot, each value is represented by with the help of a dot. So we will see these some examples of these analysis in Jupyter. So the example of univariate analysis, first I'm importing all the necessary libraries, matplotlib, lib, and numpy as np. Um, then the data I have with me is in the form of an array. So we have different values in this array. And in order to draw the histogram for this data, we are using a function called hist. So we have to draw a histogram for A. So here I have written A, and the X label, X axis should be marks, and the Y axis should be number of students. And the show function will be used for printing this histogram. So this is the example of univariate analysis. Now bivariate analysis. In bivariate analysis, first I have imported all the libraries, matplotlib. Then I have two variables, number of students and marks. So I have different values for number of students and different values for marks. Um, Now, to draw the scatter plot, I'm using a function called scatter, which will draw the scatter plot between number of students and marks. These are the two variables. And on x-axis, the x label should be number of students, and y-axis there should be marks. And the show function will print this. So this is the example of bivariate analysis. Now the last question is a data visualization in Python. So data visualization is one of the best ways to understand anything. So it makes the understanding of the concept more easier, understanding of the data more um, easier, and it also helps you to see certain patterns which otherwise are hard to identify. So that's why we use data visualization. Now, some of the popular plotting libraries used for this uh, is Matplotlib, which is a 2D plotting library which helps us to plot all these graphs, histograms, and scatter plots. Uh, Pandas is a library which helps us for data manipulation and analysis. And Seaborn is also a Python library which helps us to plot various statistical graphs. Now the one example I've taken here is of scatter plot. This is how a scatter plot looks. So we are visualizing the data in the form of this scatter plot. It is very easy to understand the scatter plot because we have dots for each value. Um, and the next uh, example is of histogram. This is an histogram. So here also it is very easy to visualize the data since because the range is given on the x-axis and the values on the y-axis. So it is easier to understand what is going on, and we can also see some patterns here. So that's why data visualization is used. It is a very important part to analyze the data. These are some of the references I have used in this presentation. Thank you.